Hi, YouTubers. Rebecca Roy here.
Hi, YouTubers. Pamela Tiernan here, and we are the Sisters of the Crystal Ball.
Yay! So we have a couple of topics that we want to talk about today, and that will hopefully help you with your ascension journey. And we we live far apart, so our experiences are a little bit different, and but we're learning from each other. And we were just talking about today how lovely it is that we are going through similar but different experiences, and therefore we can learn from each other.
Exactly.
Yeah. So do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. All right. So when I channeled my higher self. And my higher self is very bubbly, and she likes to drink tea and put her pinky up. Um, and she's very silly. And she explained to me that um, that is the side of me that I don't let come out often enough. Um, which I used to when my kids were little. I used to be a lot more silly because I love to play with little kids. Um, but um, since I've, gotten older, um, I have gotten to the point where I kind of toned the silly down a little bit. And what she's saying is I need to up that silly. So I had some things happen to me over the course of the last 2 weeks that was disturbing. And one of the things was that somebody went into my energy without my permission, and then said things about me that were not true. And I had to pay for the repercussions of that. And what happens when that happens, it's like somebody's gossiping about you behind your back. And it was it's been a really hard thing for me. I've had many things happen to me in my lifetime from the time that I was a kid. I had a lot going on because I had my clairs, and when I did, before I learned to not share the fact that I had my clairs, I would get it beat up. I got beat up a lot, actually. And luckily I had five brothers, and they helped me. And then my mom was, you need to stop telling people stuff that you see or hear, feel, or know, because they don't believe you. They think you're crazy, and they're going to hurt you, especially if you tell them something they don't want to hear. And so I shut that off. And then when I was in high school, I had a big group of friends tell me they didn't want to be my friends anymore. And one of the reasons was one of the girls had the same name as me, but mostly it was because I told them things that were going to happen, and it frightened them. It frightened their parents, and so I wasn't allowed to be their friend. So then, as an adult, it's just been really hard. And I did go in the closet for a very, 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 very long time. And I finally came out of the closet in 2020. And then I really came out of the closet in 2024. And so this has been kind of a magical year where I met a lot of people that I trusted and just found my soul family. And I felt comfortable and I felt safe. And what happened in the last 2 weeks made me realize I'm not safe. I'm not safe from that kind of thing. And what my higher self wanted me to do was to purge all those times that I had been shunned, that I'd been beaten, that I'd been called names, that I'd been gossiped about and maligned. They wanted me to purge all of that in a loving and graceful way. And I did. And she was saying that I passed the test and that now it's done. And that because I sent everybody that did that to me love, that just proves that they can't get into my energy. I didn't allow them to steal my power. And that's what you do when you break down and feel helpless or feel victimized or feel like there's nothing you can do to stop it. And that's what happened to me. I was there for a moment, well, more than a moment. And then I started to come out of it and realized, wait a minute, and they kept giving me message after message after message of no one can, take your power. Do not give your power away. And one of the other messages I got today off from another YouTuber was live in the current of grace, and you will have everything that is meant to come to you will come to you. And so that's what I've been doing. And I think that that is the best advice I could have gotten. So when my sister and I met today, we did a little ceremony where I used my rock and took it out of me. And my sister gave me some beautiful Reiki, which made me cry, but it also made me feel so loved. And my sister is an extremely powerful healer. And I want everybody to know that she's extremely powerful healer. She fills herself with love and light every day, all day long. And she's going to talk about that. But what I wanted to talk about was the message that my higher self gave me, was that no one can do that to you, whether they're gossiping about you and there's repercussions from the gossip, and maybe there are people that don't want to be around you anymore. They're not supposed to be. Those people are not supposed to be around you, and that's why they're not, because you're not on the same vibration. You're not on the same, you don't resonate with them anymore. And it might be somebody that you've been friends with for 20 years. And it might be from somebody that you just made friends with and you felt safe with, and now you realize that they don't think like you do, and they're not on the same mission as you're on. And so therefore there's no getting through to them, that invading your energy without your permission is not allowed. We have free will, and my free will, I have clearly stated many years ago that no one has the permission to go into my energy without my permission. I've also said no one is allowed to talk to my higher self without my permission. And that was the other thing that I wanted to talk about, was the higher self. No one can talk to your higher self without your permission. And if they say that they did, then they're lying. Point blank, they're lying. That's not true. Because your higher self, when you talk to someone else's higher self, you're sending love. That is really the only thing you can do with someone else's higher self, is you send them love. And then their higher self accepts the love and brings it in, because it's love. It's just pure love. But anything else is just, you can't go on a fishing expedition. You can't, ask negative questions and expect the higher self to answer, because that would be your higher self betraying itself. And that they don't think like that. They love unconditionally on the other side without judgment. So you have to love yourself unconditionally without judgment. So if someone is saying that they went and spoke to your higher self with their higher self is just going to go over there and give you love. That's all it's going to do. It's not going to say anything else. It's just going to give you love. That's it. And that's what she was telling me as she was drinking her tea with pinkies out. And that was my message.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I've never talked to my higher self, but your
Well, I'm
higher
gonna
self is just, she has a much higher voice than you, and she talks so fast. It's really hard to understand her. So it was very interesting to meet your higher self today.
Was she fun? She was funny, wasn't she?
She was quite funny and very sweet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's good.
I'll teach you how to do that. It's not hard. And you are
No.
already connected, so it won't be hard for you to connect to your higher self. Your higher
Okay.
self is 3 feet above your head.
Mm,
And when you open up your heart chakra, open up your sacral chakra, 6 feet in all directions, then bring your higher self down into your sacral chakra. Then connect your sacral chakra to your heart chakra when you're done with all the connections. And now you're back up into the higher self, and say, I would like you to come through. I'd like you to come through my channel. And that's it. And because
okay.
you're channeling, you'll be able to talk to her.
Cool. I would really love to talk to her. Hopefully she's as upbeat and happy as yours was.
She
What is
probably
your
is, because
what's your higher self's name?
I don't know. When I asked Yeshua what what my, who I was on the other side, he told me Rebecca. And I said, well, I know I'm Rebecca. He said, no, you're Rebecca. That's who you are. We don't really have names. We have a love energy imprint.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't talk to Yeshua, but God talks to me. So
Yeah.
it's the
Well,
same thing.
you can talk to Yeshua. It's just intention.
Hmm. Yeah, probably. I'm going to try it one of these days.
Yeah. I mean, you love Yeshua, so there's no reason you can't.
And that's true. I do love Yeshua.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't become Jewish when you married Howard because you love Yeshua. So that
That
was a
is true.
sacrifice. That was a sacrifice you made.
Yes, I couldn't sacrifice Yeshua because I truly believe in him and I love him. I follow
Yeah.
his teachings and everything else. So I couldn't give him up. But I would have liked to just to please my husband, but it wasn't possible. You have to stay true to yourself.
Yes. Yes, you do. You have to stay true to yourself.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. And just and the other thing that she wanted to tell me is I always clean my energy. So whenever you have any interaction with anyone else, you want to clean your energy. So you can take a shower, you can just say, I return my energy to me and I return your energy to you, and you're like cleaning yourself off like that, and like maybe down here a little bit, or
Hmm.
maybe on your head. And then you say, any energy that does not no longer serves my highest good, I'm going to give that to Mother Gaia to transmute in all realms in which I exist. And you can say multi-dimensional, multi-reality, multi-generational, and that way you cover all realms in which you exist. And
That's
that's all you
cool.
have to do. And you want to do that when you're thinking about people too, because our thoughts matter. And our thoughts send little tentacles of love out to whoever we're thinking about. And that's why sometimes they call you just because you're thinking about them and then you answer the
Yeah.
phone. It's them. That's
Yeah.
why.
I've noticed that happening.
Yeah.
I just use my little obsidian scalpel. There.
I have to get one of those.
I'm
I
actually a
have a
little more careful when I do it.
I have an iron pyrite that removes negative energy, and I love it because it's a ball and I can just roll it down me.
Yeah, that is very cool. I like that a lot.
I do too. And I have
Yeah.
an angel over here. This little
Oh, that's so
Miss
cute.
Hazel.
I like that.
And right here I have my rhododendrite.
Yep.
And then oh, and then my moss agate. That
Yeah, I think that's the one stone I might not have in my collection.
I can't believe it because you got like 500. Oh, show them yours. Show them yours because you have a beautiful rhododendrite.
Oh, my strawberry rhododendrite. It's
Yes,
right
I
here.
love that
It
one.
has sparkles on either pole. I love these. It looks like the planet Saturn with all the rings around it, but
It does.
the inside of it is just opaque, but the ends are very sparkly, which is what attracted
Yes.
to me at first, of course. I love
Yes. And that's for
sparkly.
transformation. Transformation. It's a
Yes,
transformation stone.
exactly.
What else do you have?
What else do I have?
Yeah, I know you have more than one.
Well, I
Come
have
on.
some iron pyrite also, but of course mine is sparkly because that's what attracts me is sparkly things. And I have an
I do.
obsidian silver streak.
Yes, I love that
It looks like the magic 8 ball, but it's very good for absorbing negative energy and keeping it from coming to you. And I have two golden healer stones,
one.
which help in Reiki, but they also just help you if you want to send out a healing too. And I have this, and this is a Reiki stone. It has apophyllite in it and clear quartz. And I like it because it's sparkly, of course.
Yes. And it looks like a shoe or a boat.
Yeah, I think it looks kind of like a boat. And then I have this
Yeah,
one.
they
This is
just
also
told
a
me
Reiki
that you
stone.
should take that when you travel. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Maybe.
what I just heard.
It's heavy as lead.
Yeah, I
You
know
know,
it is. That's why I didn't buy it. That's why I let you buy it because I'm like, I'm not putting that in my suitcase. It would be too heavy.
yep. And I have my amethyst. I really think that this is the coolest stone because it is just so big and it's beautiful and sparkly, and you can feel the energy coming off of it, the peaceful energy of.
Oh my God, that looks like a spike. That is gorgeous.
Isn't that
I don't think
cool?
I saw that. Did you just get that?
Yeah, I got that after you went home. I found it and I said, oh, I have to have this. So here it is. I really like it though.
God,
I know it's too much. And
hilarious.
then I have the ammonite that I gave to Howard that I always use.
Yeah, I have one of those too. It's in
I like these.
my little
They connect us with the past. And then I
yes.
have this one. This is a little heart. And I'm not sure exactly what it is because it's a combination stone and my stone identifier won't identify it.
Oh,
But it is very cool and I like it a lot. What else have I got here? I have a little fluorite and I
okay.
have two celestites to help the angels come in and talk to me if I need them, which I always need
Yep.
them. And then this
Yeah,
one's a
I
little
have
bit
some of those
bigger.
too. I
You
just
don't
got
want to
the
put water on this stone because it will disintegrate. Those are very cool.
I
It will
just got these.
just
They're doorknobs. They're doorknobs.
really. How cool
Yeah, I
is
got them
that?
yesterday. I'm
I
gonna put them
like those a lot.
move. I'm gonna put them in my new house.
Yeah,
In my new
definitely.
house. I love them. And they're sparkly.
Yes, I noticed. Then I have this piece of quartz that is really clear and sparkly, and anything that you have that's quartz helps transmission of energy. And so I figured it might help the angels to talk to me. And also, this one also helps get in touch with the angels. And of course, the celestite will do the same thing. So,
Yes. Yes. It cleans your
anyway,
energy too. Celestite
absolutely. Yep.
cleans your energy, which is really great because if you've been around a lot of people and then you need an energy cleaning, you just rub that on you or just, put it in your hands and rub it and then rub your hands on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you can touch it and you can breathe in the energy that it has.
Oh,
And it goes through
yes.
your whole body. And it's just intention, like you just said, it's intention. You put your hand on these things and you go, I want to feel the energy of these stones, and it will come right into you and you'll get all the benefits of them. It's very cool. I love these things.
Yes. That's very, very cool.
Yes. So anyway, when I channeled today, it didn't get recorded, of course. So I'm just going to try to remember what it said. And I talked about what we're supposed to be doing now before the ascension. And the angels assure me that it is very, very, very close. And so basically, we're supposed to be these shining, brilliant pillars of light, and it anchors the light from heaven to earth and down. And so that it just makes the whole planet light up, and that will help with our ascension. But of course, you have to be really careful when you're a shining pillar of light because you will attract negative things. And so when you get up in the morning, you surround yourself with the golden bubble of light or the blue bubble of light, and then the rubber seal, like my sister does. But anything works, it's intentional and it will work. Just say, I want to be protected from any lower beings. Do not let them come into my field. Do not let them touch my light or steal my light. And they won't be able to. So that's a
Yeah.
very important part of that. But I've been told that if we feel tired, that we need to rest, because I guess ascension takes a lot of our energy. And so if we feel exhausted, then we need to sit in our chair, we need to read a book, you need to take a little nap or something like that, but just make sure that you protect yourself before you fall asleep, and you will be protected. I'm not very good at that, and I have been getting better because I've had a couple dark entities visit me in the middle of the night when my guard is down. And this first one I touched, And the second one I recognized immediately for what it was and just said, be gone. And it left. But they're kind of alarming when they come into your house. So
Yes,
anyway, that's
yes,
what we need to do is protect ourselves, protect our light, and just rest if we need to. Keeping in mind that our main job is to just be that shining pillar of light that helps the planet to ascend. And that's what the
yes.
angels told me today.
Yes, and that's so important. That's such a huge message. People don't realize that filling yourself with love and light, and they're talking about your body and your aura, is
Mhm.
huge. They think, well, that's nothing. I'm not doing anything. I need to work on my YouTube. I need to work on my
Yeah.
book, or I need to work on my website or whatever. And no, you don't. Right now, they're changing our DNA to be more crystalline. They're putting all these codes in us. I mean, there's a lot of work going on just because of what they're sending down. So you're going to be
Mm.
tired anyways. So if you take all that worry off of you, that no, you don't have to do all those things. The only thing that you have to do is to ground into Mother Gaia, connect to heaven, and send that love and light into the grid line. Think about that, how
Yeah.
simple that is. And everything that they do is simple. And we love to complicate it.
Yes, we do. And we love to think of things, what could I do to be more helpful? But you can't do anything that's more helpful than just projecting your love and light out and making it a shiny beacon of light. And that is your job right now. And if you feel tired while you're doing it, it's understandable. We have never done this kind of thing before. It's new to us. And it takes a lot of energy to do that. And so rest. If you have to, if you feel like resting, rest. And I know we were brought up, my sister and I, by a father who, if anybody was sitting around resting, then he needed to find something for us to do. Remember that?
What, you resting? I've got just the thing for you.
Exactly. So whenever I'm sitting around resting, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I should be doing something. But no, you are doing something, and it's very important. So
Yes.
don't feel like you have to, if you're exhausted, just rest. You do not have to get up out of your chair and do something. That's all there is to it.
Yes. And it takes a lot of energy to do that. So make sure
Yeah.
you disconnect after you're done sending love across the globe. Think about that. You're sending all this energy across the globe to
Mhm.
the 8 billion people that are on the planet and the planet itself and the animals and the trees. That's a big job. So
Yeah.
disconnect, because if you don't, you will pass out. I have done that. I forgot to disconnect when we did the when my husband and I laid the grid line at Biddeford Pools, and I forgot all about disconnecting. So that whole day I was giving energy to the grid line, and then on the whole ride home I was giving energy to the grid line. And then I got home and I just collapsed in the chair. I was like, ugh, because there
Mm,
was nothing left of me.
right. All of your energy went out.
Mm.
And if you're
And then I
still
got sick.
connected, then it's still going out.
Yeah, and then I got COVID and I was really sick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you don't want to deplete yourself that low that you have no energy, and then your immune system is compromised when you do that. So you got to remember that. And then clean
Yeah.
your energy, because you don't want any extra energy coming into you that's not yours, and you don't want any energy that doesn't serve your higher good. So always clean your energy.
Absolutely.
And that's a good way to keep dark entities off of you. And that's another thing that people don't understand, is dark entities feed off fear and pain and suffering. So if you're not in fear because you're filling yourself with love and light, and every day you wake up and you say, how can I serve today with love and light? And when something is happening, right? You say, well, how can I approach this with love? Am I sending love into the situation? If you're doing that, they don't want anything to do with you, because the second they get anywhere near you, you're going to fill them with light, and then they're no longer going to be a dark entity. That's something
True.
you need to remember, because they have less power than we do. We are way, way more powerful than they are.
Yeah, we are, and we need to realize that. I think, the dark is powerful, but the light can always overcome the dark. And you just have to keep on projecting it and sending it out and sending it out and sending it out. And the light always triumphs over the dark. I believe
Yeah.
that in my heart.
I do too, 100%. And especially if you're full of love and your aura's full of love and you're every step you take, you're laying love down with every
Hmm.
step,
Yeah.
So don't worry about that because worry is fear. And you don't want fear. Fear, that's what they want you to have is fear. So they're pumping all this fear. Oh no, look what's happening. More fear, more fear. Don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't even watch it because everything that was built in lust and greed is going to collapse. But then it's going to be built back up with love. And we'll be in the fifth dimension by that time. And so we can build everything with beauty and love and grace. And can you imagine what healthcare is going to be like if everybody
Oh,
can have it and it's going to be free?
that will be wonderful, but there won't be as much disease because a lot of disease is caused by diseased thinking. And it's
Hmm.
also caused by, just being low and depressed and things like that. And that it won't happen in the fifth dimension. And so our
Nope.
health should
Well,
be much better then. But
yeah.
here in the
And
third
plus,
dimension, there's always the duality.
yeah, plus they're poisoning our food. I mean, I found out the other day they put formaldehyde in our toilet paper. I was just like, is there nothing sacred? Nothing.
Why do they do that? Why?
I don't know. It's just like all the other stuff that they do, like, um, human growth hormone in the milk. So our 8-year-olds are having their cycle. And
It's
what are they doing to
Bovinian.
the meat? They're putting the bovine hormone in there. So they make the beef really, really big, but it also makes us really, really big.
Yeah, there's definitely some problems with our food sources, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. That's why I like
Yeah.
to go to the public market when I can see all the locally grown food and buy some of that instead of getting things at the grocery store that I don't know what's in them.
Yeah. And
You
it's
can
so
ask the
true.
farmers at the farmers market, what kind of fertilizer do you use? What kind of pesticides do you use? What's your method of farming and so on and so forth. So hopefully they'll tell you the truth about it and you can buy something that's actually healthy for you.
Yeah,
Certainly tastes a lot
exactly.
different.
It does. It tastes a lot different. And you know what else I noticed too is that I gave up meat for, I don't know, 4 months. Anyways, and the weight was just falling off of me. And then after I got COVID, they told me I needed to eat meat again because I needed the protein. So I did, and I gained the weight back like really, really fast. Really, really
Hmm.
fast. And it just got me thinking, um, that's probably why I gained all that weight so fast when I quit smoking back in 2008, is because I was just eating whatever and I wasn't even worrying about it or thinking about it.
Right. That's always what happens to me. And all of a sudden I have an extra 20 pounds that I have to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, but you
That's
caught it early and I didn't. I just let it go. I actually removed all the mirrors in my house so I didn't have to see myself.
Well, that's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea. It's a
No.
bad, bad idea because then you can't stop yourself when you're 20 pounds overweight. You don't realize just how overweight you are until you balloon so much your clothes don't fit you at all. There's no way you can get it one single thing in your house. Do you remember that phone call? I called you. You lived in Portland at the time. And I called you and I'm like, nothing fits. I'm fat. And the last time she saw me, I weighed like 110. She's like, you're not fat. What are you talking? I'm like, no, I'm fat. Help me. So she
Yes, I
went
do
and got me some
recall.
clothes and brought the clothes to my house. She's like, oh my God, what happened to you?
Amazing how much weight we can gain in no time at all if we just eat whatever we want, which would be chocolate. We'd just be
Yes.
constantly eating chocolate.
Well, I
But
eat plenty of that for sure, for sure, for sure. But yeah, I
yeah.
never forgot that. I'm still grateful to you for bringing me those clothes. I couldn't fit into anything, nothing, nothing. I had no clothes that would fit me.
It
My
must be
husband was
terrible.
bigger than I was then. So I stole some of his t-shirts and some of his boxer shorts.
Oh, well. Oh, it was a secret before.
He's not a big man either, so that
No,
wouldn't have
Mike is
lasted
not.
long.
No,
But kept on the same trajectory. Yeah, yeah.
that
So
is
it's
funny.
amazing, amazing what we can do to ourselves just by not being aware of what's in what.
Exactly. Yeah, we really need to read the labels. I'm
Yeah,
alarmed about the toilet paper, though. That's scary.
it is. I sent you the thing.
I know, I read it. It was
You were like,
horrifying.
you were like, what?
Why would they do that? Formaldehyde must cost money. Why would they put it in the toilet paper?
I don't know, but it causes cancer in us.
Wonderful.
Causes us to have butthole cancer. You can tell how old I am by how poop and buttholes make me laugh, but
Hmm.
you know, they have a poop emoji. A poop, not a poop emoji, a poop app. And the kids all have it and they think it's hilarious.
I've never heard of that.
Zachary and Dylan have it on their phones. And they're 5 and 7, 8. Sorry. Zach just had his birthday. We had a good birthday with him too. It was fun.
Well, that's
But
good.
yeah, can you imagine having
No.
that as a kid? Oh my God. Because
Oh,
see,
yeah, I can.
our
Xavier
brothers would
thinks it's very funny as
have
well.
tortured. They would have tortured us with
Oh,
those
yeah.
apps.
Five brothers. Oh my gosh. And one of our brothers, vulgarity knew no bounds.
Yes, that was our mother saying. So and so's vulgarity knows no bounds. And she was also the responsibility of when you're drinking tea, pinkies up.
Yes, she did want us to be prim and proper, but it didn't really take with either one of us.
No, and you weren't allowed to swear because people that swear don't have the intelligence to have a proper vocabulary. So
Yes.
my husband swears every other word. So now, of course, I swear, and every time I do it, I can hear my mother in my head, "Stop swearing! You have,
Oh, yeah.
you're an intelligent woman. Stop it." So I have stopped pretty well, but I don't know. Some things trigger me.
Yeah, there'll always be those triggers that make you want to swear. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
Yes. Yes. So I think that we covered pretty good the subjects that we wanted to cover.
Yep, I think we did.
Yeah. So I hope that there's something here for you, and please like, share, and subscribe, and leave us a comment if there's anything that you want to know for the ascension that you're working on that's difficult for
Yeah,
you, and we'll channel for you and find out what the angels think about that and Mother Gaia.
of course. Yeah,
Okay, so
sounds good.
let's send a love wave and bye bye for now.
Comes a love wave.
Love wave. I love the love wave.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.